What's up, AK family? Today, we are here to give you a review on our Royal Caribbean Navigator
Wow.
of the seas.
Lots of energy.
On 10 always.
Okay, wow.
So we have a couple of things that we want to go through just so you guys can get a clear picture of what our experience was on Royal Caribbean. Our first Royal Caribbean together, it was my second, but ours first together.
The first thing is our boarding experience.
Right.
We left from Port of Miami. Royal Caribbean has a new terminal, if you're not familiar. It looks so nice.
Terminal's really nice.
It looks fantastic. The experience with going through check-in was this fast, and that was because I did all of our check-in information online as soon as I could. So on our CPass check-in thing that's on our app where they scan the barcode, which they never did, but on that it said right next to the barcode, it said expedited arrival or something like that, expedited check-in or something. And there was a dedicated line for people that had done all of their check-in things already.
I think it was like an orange sign, if I'm not mistaken.
It was an orange sign, yeah. We went through that line and there was no line. We just walked through, the camera recognized our face, and we went straight to security where they scanned our bags and everything. So check-in was so quick. And as soon as we got through security, we went up the escalator and we were taking our boarding pictures and we were walking on the ship. So how long do you think all of it took?
Less than 10 minutes.
It was so quick. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the ship. The cleanliness of the ship, the layout of the ship, was it easy to get around?
Yeah. The cleanliness of the ship was very good.
It was great. The ship has just recently been renovated, so the overall look of the ship is just great. It looks brand new, and they're doing a good job of keeping up with it. And in the layout, I thought it was really simple and really easy to get around. I know, like on some ships, you'll be trying to get to deck 6 or something like that, and you can't walk all the way through a deck sometimes. And so it's like, oh, we got to go back. We got to go up. We got to walk down deck 7 so we can get to that part in deck 6. There wasn't anything that was like that on board. It was just easy just to get wherever you needed to go. So the pools and the slides.
They have, 2 or 3 pools.
I think there were 2 pools. They had slides in the back. They had 2 slides.
Yeah, and then
the wave,
It wasn't jam-packed.
They were spacious enough. I really liked that they had the chairs on the main pool, or in the main pool. They had chairs not in the pool, but where you can walk into kind of the pool, but you're not in, I can't describe it.
In the deep part, it's like a shallow
you're not
part.
in the, and then it gets deeper. They had the chairs in the shallow part of the water, which I thought was really cool. Of course, they were always, you could not find an empty one. Like, they were gone super quick. But that was a really cool aspect that I've never seen on a cruise ship before. So that was really nice. And I just really enjoyed the pools. We did spend some time in the adult pool, and it was nice. The water wasn't freezing cold. It was easy to get in.
And then we went to the hot tub.
Yeah, we went to the hot tub, and that was really nice too. The hot tubs on Royal Caribbean were huge. And another kind of disappointing thing where when it came to the movies that they showed on the pool deck, they played like the same movies every night. We watched Toy Story one night and they played it again for the next 2 nights. We watched Aladdin once, they played it again the next day. Or the day we watched it, they had already played it before the previous day. And like, you need to show different movies every day.
Right.
So that was kind of weird. Yeah, that was kind of weird. The demographic and the people on board, what would you say the demographic was?
Not a lot of, I don't think there was a lot of us traveling. There are a lot more Asians I feel like on this one that were traveling. Yeah.
You're not going to get the same crowd as on Carnival, because a lot of people cruise on Royal Caribbean just to relax. They're not really trying to party. I would say the demographic, it was definitely mixed. There were all different races, all different nationalities. It was much more diverse than on other cruise ships that we've been on, and I really like that. I guess Royal Caribbean is kind of for any demographic.
Right.
Yeah, I think so. So the next topic is food. My favorite topic.
Food. I think that the food was exquisite.
The food was phenomenal.
The only night that was not good was American night.
Yeah, so every night there was a certain area in the Windjammer where they had different themed food. So it would be Asian, it was Caribbean, it was Indian. The one night where the food was just not good was American night. It was just not good. Not at all. Not even a little bit. But every other night, every other meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner was fantastic.
Presentation was good too.
Presentation was great. They did a good job of refilling anything that was empty or anything that was running out. And they did a good job of keeping the space clean.
The only thing that I don't like about the meals or the whole dining experience was the beverages that were free.
The drinks were whack.
Like they did not have sweet tea. They did not even have sweet tea.
Yeah.
They had just plain old bland tea. And that was just a letdown.
And I wonder if they do that to try to get you to
purchase the
package, which sucks. Like,
come on.
That's so jacked up, but
the drinks. So don't have high hopes for the drinks unless you get a drink package.
Yeah,
they have the Coca-Cola machine that you see, like in your firehouse subs or somewhere like that, where you can just pick and then.
Yeah, a lot of people were going over to those with regular cups and they were wondering why they weren't getting anything. And then eventually somebody who did have the drink package who was waiting behind them was like, you have to have the drink package. Or somebody that worked on board is like, oh, I'm sorry, like you have to have the drink package. That's the only way you can use this. So I would actually buy the drink package next time we cruise. It's probably worth it
to get the drink package because the regular drinks are just so bad.
Awful. So, how do you think the food was at Coco Cay?
It was good. I really liked the taco bar that they had.
So good.
It was really, really good.
So good. And we didn't eat at that taco bar that's by the pool on board, but I'm sure that it was the same. It was the same thing.
Honestly, though, and my go-to on ships is just probably gonna be blue iguana, like all the time.
That's on Carnival, though.
I know that
you're talking about the breakfast burrito. Breakfast burrito.
Yeah, bro. It just made me think about that taco shack. Made me think about
you're comparing the taco places.
Bro, blue iguana be hitting
blue
all
iguana
the time.
Is that freaking jump off. But the tacos on Royal Caribbean, in my opinion, they were more fresh.
Right,
because they did make their tortillas, and I think actually Carnival, I'm not sure if they make their tortillas.
I don't think so.
I don't think they do. So they were definitely more fresh.
And they had flour and corn tortillas.
They did, yeah.
Which was
that's nice.
Yeah.
Overall, I think I enjoyed Royal Caribbean's taco section more, but Carnival's breakfast burritos are just so good.
Only different.
They're just
chicken
so
sausage.
Good. They're so good.
And them hash browns. All right.
The stateroom. So let me take this because our room was not the most clean. The whole cruise, we never met our attendant.
His name was Raphael.
When did you meet him? So apparently Aaron did meet him on any other ship. I see the attendant multiple times during that cruise, and they know our names when we speak to, like when we're passing them. So that like when we pass, hey Aaron, hey Kyra, how's your day been? How'd you enjoy Nassau or something like that? Never even saw him. And when he met you, did he ask what your name was?
Yes.
And he said, Aaron, okay, well, we never saw him again, so he could never even say, hey, Aaron again. So I did not appreciate I didn't appreciate the service. I felt like the service was lacking in our room. I was honestly very disappointed, very underwhelmed with how our room was cleaned and how I just didn't get to see our attendant. I just didn't appreciate that. And our room was not cleaned well. And also the layout of our room, I know interior rooms are small, but the layout of the room, the side that I was sleeping on was closer to the TV and where the mini fridge is. And when I tell you there's no space to pass in between the two, and I'm super small. I'm 4'11", I'm very small. And it was hard for me to squeeze between that space to get to the bed. Like if you were a normal sized person, you would just have to crawl over the bed. So that's something to consider. I just did not like our room.
I think one of the things that I was very annoying was that we were literally sleeping on 2 twin mattresses, and they kept sliding apart. Like it was a divot in the middle of the bed because the mattresses kept coming apart, and that was quite annoying. And then the sheets were
the bed. I'm sorry.
They did not have a fitted sheet on the bed. And the sheets kept like,
and we don't complain about a lot of things, but this was just awful. The bed was the hardest bed that we've ever slept on any cruise ship. It was so hard. I would wake up in pain every morning. Like my back was hurting. It was the worst bed that we have ever slept on a cruise ship. And I'm sure maybe we could have asked if they could have brought us something, but I don't know what they could have done about that. But the bed was awful. It was awful. So the next thing on our list is the cruise director.
You know, I don't even remember who the cruise director was on the ship.
So his name was Hugo, and he was from Cuba.
I know. Okay. So now I remember.
Okay.
This guy, you will have a hard time understanding.
He'll speak and you'll be like, sorry?
Did you like?
He'll say it again. Excuse me?
He has a very heavy accent.
It's a thick accent.
Nothing's wrong with it.
No, absolutely not.
But if you are not familiar with the tongue or the language or the accent, then it will be very hard to keep up with what he's saying.
Yeah.
One thing I did appreciate was that after they said it in English or attempted to say it in English, they absolutely said it in Spanish.
They said it, which was really nice.
And that was something new that we hadn't experienced on any other cruise ship.
That was great, especially if you're in Florida.
Right.
Like, yeah. So that was nice, but
it was rough trying to hold on to.
Yeah, you know when somebody's talking, you gotta be like,
you know, when you say, I feel so bad when somebody's talking and I have to ask 3 times, what?
Yeah.
What did you say?
So it was just like, but he was cracking me up though when he was talking.
And then after the 3rd time, I still didn't get it. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of energy.
Right.
He's like, didn't see him too often on board. So I think overall he was a good cruise director. He was a good cruise director.
It's just, hard keeping up with him.
Yeah. Let's talk about the activities that were offered on board and the shows. Let's start with the activities.
Okay, so the first one that we went to was the ice skating show, and it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. You will enjoy that show, and I wonder if each show is unique to the ship.
Maybe.
Like,
but
the show was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
That show was phenomenal. The next show that we went to was...
We went to another show in the theater, and it was...
subpar.
Absolutely awful.
Subpar.
If you guys would have seen that, if you watched the video.
It was subpar. The ice skating was so good, we went twice.
We sure did.
We were going to go to Quest.
We fell asleep.
But we overslept.
We will be on Quest on our cruise coming up here in 2 weeks.
We overslept on that.
And we're bringing my brother and sister.
This time, Courtney and CJ are coming.
And maybe Amber and Britt.
Amber and Britt might come.
His sister and her husband.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. The last thing on our list to talk about are the ports that we went to. So Nassau and Coco Cay.
Nassau if you watch the videos, you know what I was talking about. Nassau. Say it with me.
No.
Nassau. All right. Nassau was really, really cool. That was my first time. That was my first time going, I believe, to Nassau.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
But it was once or twice.
Right. It was cool. We walked up and down. We literally walked everywhere.
We walked to Junkanoo Beach from the port, and then we walked back to the port area, and we caught a taxi to Paradise Island, which is where Atlantis is.
And then we walked a lot.
So we took a taxi to Cabbage Beach at Paradise Island, and then we walked to Atlantis. We walked all up and through Atlantis. Everywhere we could go, we went in Atlantis. And then we walked back to Cabbage Beach, and we spent the rest of our time relaxing there. And then we caught a taxi back to the port. So I just have heard so many mixed things about Nassau. There's so many people that just will not get off of the ship when they go to Nassau, just because they say they've had so many bad experiences. But we had such a good time.
It was cool.
The water was just, the beach was beautiful. And
what is it? Paradise?
Cabbage Beach.
Cabbage Beach, which was the second one?
Where the waves were intense.
Yeah, the Cabbage Beach, the waves were super, super intense.
Yeah,
like she said.
Yeah, if you have kids, I actually wouldn't go to Cabbage Beach.
What?
Yeah, you can go to Junkanoo. There's other beaches too, but yeah.
Yeah, Cabbage Beach probably would not be the best place to go if you have small kids.
I think the next time we go to Nassau, we're definitely going to do a day pass at Atlantis so we can experience the water park and all that. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So we will be back to Nassau. We had a great time. Everybody was very friendly to us. The people, a lot of people say they hate being pestered at Nassau. People are on your neck wanting you to buy stuff. We had people saying, "Oh, hey, would you like to come look at this?" They were super nice, though. They were very, very nice. Very nice. And if we said, "Oh, no, thank you," it was just like, "Okay, well, have a great day." Like, they were very nice. So what a lot of people have said they experienced, we did not experience that.
What about Coco Cay?
Coco Cay was awesome. It was so cool.
We regret not going to the water park.
Yeah, we do.
Because it was super, super nice. The whole we walked around the parts that we could walk around, basically everything except the water park. Yeah. And then the hot air balloon. And it was cool. There was so much room because we were the only ship there that day. It was like a ghost town for us, but it was cool. Yeah. The pool was good. Awesome. Nice. It was just a clean space.
It was very clean. Very clean space. Yeah, it was very well maintained. And it was just awesome. There was something for everybody. They had restaurants that you could pay for if you wanted to experience that. That's overlooking the water. It was just so nice. The pool was gigantic with the swim up bar. The music was jumping at the pool. There was a DJ who was playing all the hits. It was so good.
All the hits? You sound so old when you say that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you did. All the hits.
All the hits? That's what normal people music, say.
They were playing
he was playing all the hits, all the bops.
Okay.
He was playing them good tunes, those good old jams.
All right, Grandma.
Okay. But yeah, we really did enjoy our time at Coco Cay. I wish that we just would have done something, like whether it would have been snorkeling or the water park. When we go back,
we definitely will.
We will, because I know a lot of you guys wanted to see that too. So that was everything that we can think of for our review of the Navigator of the Seas. If you have any other questions regarding the ship or regarding Royal Caribbean, just ask us in the comments down below, and I'll definitely get back to you guys. I want to say we will be doing a separate video comparing Royal Caribbean and Carnival and kind of some of the other cruise lines we've been on, because we had a ton of you guys ask, can you give us your thoughts on these different cruise lines and what your experience was and what you think is the best and stuff like that. So, Royal Caribbean, will we be back?
Yeah.
We will absolutely be back. It was much more relaxed. Yeah, the next Royal Caribbean ship we do will be one of the mega ships. So it'll either be the Allure, the Oasis, the Symphony, or the Harmony. 100%.
Harmony.
I'm hoping it's the Symphony or the Harmony, but I'll take any of them. Okay?
All right.
But we had a great time. Royal Caribbean is more relaxed. It wasn't on that same party level as Carnival, which I like the party of Carnival. It's fun. If you're looking to have fun, if you're looking to turn up,
I be trying to turn.
I want to turn up. I love Carnival. I don't know why Carnival gets such a bad rap. I guess maybe it's just because of their older ships, but I love Carnival. Royal Caribbean was awesome. It was just more relaxed. There weren't nearly as many things to do on board. There just weren't. But overall, we had a great time. Would we cruise again on the Navigator?
Probably not. But
Probably not.
Let's do
Probably not.
Mega ship.
Great experience. You should definitely book it if you're looking for a nice getaway. Something that's not a
full
full
week.
It. It was definitely worth it. That bed had me tore up.
Oh yeah, that bed.
The bed had me tore up. Oh my God. So we hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let us know again if you have any other questions down below in the comments.
Peace up. A-Town down.
Wow.
Aren't I hype and hip?
Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to our channel, just go on and hit that subscribe button. Join the fam. Our next cruise is literally less than 2 weeks away. I'm shook and I'm so excited.
Ship to the core.
You guys don't want to miss it. Follow us on Instagram. You'll be able to see the cruise in real time before the vlogs go up. So that's going to do it. And we'll see you later.